Wrestling's AEW Dynamite Watch Along. So far, it's me, Kay Fabulous. Hi. Asa is not feeling well, so he went upstairs to lie down. Later, joining me is Switch and possibly Wolf. He's got some family stuff going on, so we'll see if he will be joining us. Tonight's Dynamite is the Grand Slam Mexico, so we have a really awesome card coming up. I will run down that card for you real quick while the event is starting soon on Max. So tonight, we have CMLL World Women's Champion. I don't know how to say her name. I'm going to say Zeuxis. I apologize if that's wrong. She's defending her belt against Mercedes Moné. So none of Mercedes' belts are on the line. If Xerxes loses this, Mercedes is going to have, I think, her 5th or 6th belt, which is wild. We have MJF versus Mystico. We have the Death Riders, Jon Moxley, Claudio Castagnoli, and Wheeler Yuta. And the Young Bucks, Matthew Jackson and Nicholas Jackson versus Swerve Strickland, Will Ospreay, and then the Ops, Samoa Joe, Powerhouse Hobbs, and Katsuyori Shibata. We also have in a non-title match, Kazuchika Okada versus Mark Briscoe, which I am really looking forward to. And then we have Adam Cole, Daniel Garcia, Brody King, Templario, Bandito, and Atlantis Jr. versus Dax Harwood, Cash Wheeler, Konosuke Takeshita, Kyle Fletcher, Josh Alexander, and Hechicero. Then we have a 4 million pesos match, which I did the conversion, and it's $212,388 in U.S. money. But that is going to be Ricochet versus Hologram, who we haven't seen in a while, and I'm very excited is back, versus Leo Rush versus Mascara Dorada. So that is our lineup for tonight. Hopefully it'll be a really good show. And it'll get started in about 2.5 minutes, so go get your snacks. Like I said, Switch is going to be joining me tonight. Asa is not, because he's not feeling well. And then Wolf may or may not be joining, because he's got some family stuff going on. So looking at the matches, I know I said I'm excited about the Mark Briscoe Okada match, but I think the one I'm most excited about is that 4 million pesos match, because it's got Ricochet and Hologram in it, and Mascara Dorada. And Leo Rush, he's not my favorite, but he's very good. Tiny, but very good. So I think that's going to probably be match of the night, at least in my opinion. But I'm open to changing that once I see the show going. Although it's hard because Swerve and Ospreay and the Young Bucks are all in a match together. But it'll be interesting to see that 6 versus 6, I believe, with Adam Cole, Daniel Garcia, Brody King, Templario, Bandito, and Atlantis Jr. It'll be interesting to see how all their styles work together. Because when you have someone like Brody King and Bandito in the same match, their styles are radically different. So it'll be interesting to see how this goes. I thought Atlantis Sr. was supposed to be in this match originally, but looks like they decided not to go in that direction. Although CMLL is also having a big event on Friday, so it might be that FTR is wrestling them in that. So we got less than a minute before our show gets started, at least on Max. Thank you all for joining me. Like I said, Switch will be here in a little bit. Ooh, Johnny asking, do I have a top 10 favorite female wrestlers of all time? most of them are going to be modern day wrestlers, with the exception of like Bull Nakano. I kind of have to give it to Wendy Richter also. So I would say those two are my like older female wrestlers. That's a really hard question. I'm wearing a Thunder Rosa shirt. I love Thunder Rosa, so I would put her in the top. Toni Storm, Charlotte Flair, Asuka. And then I'm going to lose it on the last three. Stephanie McCurr. I think she's awesome. I know she hasn't been wrestling for American television for very long, but from what I've seen of her, I really, really like. Sorry, I'm going to turn my television down so it's not showing up on the feed. Yeah, the other two, I guess I'll maybe leave open. I really like Trish Adora. I don't know if I'd put her in my top 10 of all time, but she's someone that I wish they would move from Ring of Honor to AEW television. She was part of the Infantry before the Infantry like got shuffled around a little bit, and now is I think part of Shane Taylor Promotions, which maybe she's still part of that. I don't watch Ring of Honor because we watch so much other wrestling with the retro stuff. But here we go. Looks like we're opening with Hangman Adam Page. Johnny, feel free to put yours in the chat or anyone else that wants me to know their top 10 female wrestlers. I guess you said favorite, not best. So I will put Trish Adora in that. So I actually haven't. So Johnny's saying, how about Trish and Lita? I started watching wrestling really late, which is part of why I only have Bull Nakano and Wendy Richter on my like older wrestlers. And there was someone who wrestled with Harlem Heat that I really liked, but I don't remember her name. But I missed Trish and Lita during their like peak wrestling. I started watching wrestling in like maybe 2008-ish, 2010-ish. So I only saw them at like when they came back maybe 2 years ago for WrestleMania, and they were not in my top 10 at that point in their careers. Maybe they would have been early on. I'll go back and watch them though, because I know we do retro watch-alongs, and so I'm sure I'll eventually see them. You don't have a favorite or a top 10 female list. That's all right. Ooh, Adam Page busting out Spanish quite well, actually. Oh, there we go. My subtitles weren't working at first. I don't know Spanish, so anyone that wants to throw in the chat what they might be saying, I'd appreciate it. I understand some Spanish, but not a lot of this. Oh, wait, never mind. I think that's Excalibur translating for us.
Me encerraron sobre el pueblo mexicano.
Johnny saying WWE and AEW are trying to outdo one another in Mexico. I know, which I actually have like no complaints about. Like, I love that they're trying to one up each other, because that means we're getting more luchador matches, which like is what Asa and I have been really asking for since the beginning. Now all we need to do is see AEW actually like let luchadors win and maybe put a belt on one of them. Not a Ring of Honor belt, but an AEW belt. That'd be pretty awesome. Wow, he's so fluent that he's like really able to convey his passion. I'm very impressed when people are bilingual. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe this is AEW's first televised show in Mexico. I'm pretty sure. But feel free to tell me if I'm wrong about that.
Hablarle de nuestro campeón, John Moxley. Lamento no tener una lucha esta noche. Y tengo prohibido.
Yeah, I wondered why he wasn't wrestling tonight. I kind of expected him to be in that Swerve match, on the Swerve side with Swerve and Ospreay. Johnny saying, yes, it is their first time in Mexico. Yeah, Johnny saying the CEO is dating the Beast. I saw that. In case you guys missed AEW Weekly earlier today, we reported that Mercedes Moné and Beast Mortos confirmed rumors that they are in a relationship this week, which is awesome for them. Hopefully they have happiness. Also, it was announced this week that Beast Mortos passed whatever law test. They're not calling it the bar, so I'm assuming it's maybe in a different country. But he passed the law exam that he needed to become a fully fledged lawyer. So that's awesome. Hey, Nelson Coso. How you doing? I'm excited for some unique matchups with luchadors. Me too. Yeah, I'm very excited about this. I'm a little bummed Thunder Rosa doesn't have a match. I know she's been on Ring of Honor recently, but come on. Johnny's saying Disney's going to make a movie for them, the CEO and Beast. I love it. Oh, that was good. I would see that movie. I like all the Aztec imagery they got going on. Yeah, the Briscoe Okada match. That's going to be good. Zuxus. Okay, I was saying that wrong. Close, but slightly wrong. Oh, I was not calling it the full name. The 4 million pesos high-flying four-way. That's a delightful mouthful. Oh, they're kicking it off with this. I guess when you have two giant matches, it's good to separate them a little bit. A 14-man tag. How are they all even going to fit on the fucking sides? This is the most people in a tag team match that I've ever seen. I'm sure it's not the most ever done, but most I've ever seen. Dax does not look good in a tracksuit. That's pretty terrible. Hopefully those are tearaway pants. Oh. Cash isn't there. I love Stokely. It's weird that he kind of has dropped the Hathaway last name. Bullet Jr. Awesome. Hope Cash is okay. I didn't hear anything about him being injured or anything. Maybe it's a visa issue.
To the dark side. They're calling the Predator of the Air. 6 CMLL titles.
The Predator of the Air. I like it. He's good.
Strange bedfellows in this match. You got FCR, you got Bullet Jr., you got the Don Callis family. Yeah, and you got 4 men in a tag team match we've never seen before.
I hope Hechicero comes out with the fire. No. I don't know if you guys remember this, but like his first or second entrance when he wrestled on AEW, he came out with like a ball of fire in his fucking hands and like did some stuff with it and then went down to the ring. And it was like one of the coolest entrances I've ever seen. And then he never did it again on AEW television. I don't know if it's like a liability issue or something with the Warner Brothers Discovery deal, but I missed the fire. It was awesome. Four-way is AKA the $210,206 match. Interesting. When I put it in the other day, I got more than that, but not by much, by like $2,000 or so. The fire marshal beat him up backstage, says Johnny. Well, I hope that's not true. But yeah, if you guys haven't seen his entrance with fire, it's worth a like Google later. Bandito. Looking good. Interesting. I don't know if this is just in previous AEW matches where there have been luchadors, especially when Penta was there. Excalibur said that when luchadors wear all white, it's a signal that that's like a very important match in their career. So I wonder if that's why he's dressed in all white. Oh, okay. It's Atlantis Jr., Atlantis, and Templario. Hoping Atlantis is a little more mobile than he seemed on the last Dynamite he appeared on. Nelson Koso, that sounds like a Mortal Kombat entrance. Yeah, you should check it out. I mean, it's not like giant fire, but he's got like a ball of fire in his hand. Worth checking out. AEW needs to create a high-flying title. I would like them to just turn the TNT title into that. And then no more TNT. Or keep TNT, but like make it a high-flying or cruiserweight level title specifically. I feel like that would be a good thing to do, especially since they already have kind of like an upper mid-card belt. Well, 2 that are going to be united in July as one. Linda C. reposted the stream. Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, if Asa was here, he would say they don't need another title. They need fewer titles. So I will represent him in that way, that they don't need a high-flying title. They just need to modify one of the titles they have. It's odd, though, that between AEW and Ring of Honor, there's no cruiserweight. especially when, like, look at Adam Cole. Like, I mean, I realize that he wrestled for the heavyweight title, but he's so tiny. Like, when you have guys that size all over your roster, a cruiserweight title makes sense. Although he is beefing up, I'll say, since he came back from his injury, he's really added a lot of muscle for him, which is good. Because he was like a little stick figure before. He's a good wrestler. He just didn't really look like a wrestler, which, I mean, that's fine. I think it's fine, but Asa prefers them to look like wrestlers. In case you don't know who Asa is, he's normally the host of No Bones About Wrestling. But he's not feeling well, so he is upstairs sleeping. He's my husband. He's not just creepily in my house. And then Switch is supposed to be joining us later tonight. I think when he gets done with a recording that he's doing as part of his job. All right, after 900 entrances, let's get this match started. So the guy, like, I don't understand how the tagging is going to work. Are they just going to stand on the ground? Because if you put that many guys around the ring, you're going to block the wrestling from the viewers. Okay, so we're starting with Takeshita and Bandito. I love Takeshita. I like the tag team of him and Fletcher a lot too. Makes me a little sad for Mark Davis because I loved Aussie Open so much, but interesting. Holy shit. I cannot believe that Bandito can get Takeshita up. Takeshita's fucking huge. Okay, so Switch is not feeling well, so he doesn't want to be coughing and sneezing through this whole stream. It's all right, Switch. I'm glad to have you joining us in chat. He's hulking up. Or banditoing up, I suppose. Oh my god, Hechicera. See that? Yeah. The thing that he does like this, that's his entrance, but there's fire in his hands normally. Oh yeah, I want to see these two. That was a little clunky. Oh. Oh. Dax looking like he's like champing at the bit to get in. Or chomping at the bit, whichever you prefer. Originally it was champing. I like fun in wrestling, but I'm not a big Daniel Garcia dance fan. It's too much like thrusting of crotches in people's faces. I don't know about that. Dax finally in. So in case you missed it when the match started, Cash Wheeler is not there tonight for some reason. And Volcard Jr., I think it is in his place. Volcar? I think that's right. Feel free to correct me in the chat if I'm wrong. I'm always open to corrections. I think that's so cool that Atlantis and Atlantis Jr. get to wrestle together. It's really nice to see a fast-paced match, even with people like Dax in it, who is normally in sort of more brawling style, slower-paced matches. Volador Jr., not Volcor. Volador Jr. Templar is awesome. Templario, rather. Switch saying, I like how they did the stage set for tonight. Yeah, me too. It looks great. And it's neat that they're coming out from the sides. It looks like there's a space in the center too, though. Templario ripping off the shirt of Valador Jr. Sorry. I got pulled in by the wrestling in the middle of my sentence. Oh. Yeah. Man, Templario is the shit, y'all. Oh. Man, I wish they would add some of these CMLL guys to Forbidden Door and not just the 0 hour like they did last year. I mean, I know they did that with New Japan. They did that kind of like super show where it was CMLL, Stardom, some AEW folks, and New Japan. It was like a New Japan pay-per-view. I forget what it was called. Like Wrestle Kingdom or Wrestle Dynasty or something like that. But I really like Forbidden Door to be that also, to have more than just one company represented. Oh, God. I like that they're letting big men face each other, too. Yeah, one thing you might not realize, because I did not, Kyle Fletcher is fucking tall. He was at WrestleCade this past year, and like I walked past him in one of the autograph rooms, and like he's like a whole head taller than I thought he was based on seeing him on television. He's like a giant. Tony wants to win the Best Arena Design Award from Dave Meltzer. I didn't realize that was an award. That's awesome. It makes sense. There's like a Best Set Design Oscar. Not Oscar, Tony Award. Just for theater. So Switch Asa is basically exhausted. I don't know. The last few days he's not been like, he's just been really tired. I think he needs vitamin B, but we shall see. But he's upstairs. He just doesn't feel well, so he's laying down. I guess there must be something going around between Virginia and North Carolina. So I'm on Max with a commercial break. So let me know if anything's awesome is happening that I am missing. I'm pressing all the wrong buttons trying to mute my television from the commercials. There we go. Forbidden Door should be 3 nights. That's a lot of nights in a row. You mean 3 in a row, like Friday, Saturday, Sunday? Hey, Eric, how's it going? It's just me tonight. Wolf might be showing up. I'm not sure, but Switch and Asa both aren't feeling well. So thank y'all for joining me and hanging out with me. while we watch this fucking awesome show so far from Grand Slam Mexico. I wonder what the main event is going to be. It's got to be Mystico and MJF, right? Switch saying, my poor buddy. Yeah, this weather is getting to me up here. And I'm drinking medicine like it's Kool-Aid. Oh, that's not good. I'm sorry. If you have a sore throat, I really recommend traditional medicinals. Makes a throat coat tea with like slippery elm in it. Not only is that shit delicious, but it really helps like for sore throats. It's in the tea aisle of most grocery stores, including like Walmart. I'm doing fine, thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I'm somehow missing it. We've had in Virginia and North Carolina, in case y'all are from other parts of the country, we've had like really weird weather where we're getting thunderstorms and it's getting really cold for the summer, and then other days when it's like roasting hot, and so it's messing with people and their sinuses and stuff. But I've been fine. Yeah, I don't know. My house is freezing all the time for our cats. So, Eric, does he have a cold? I don't think so. He feels fine, other than he's just like exhausted. He doesn't take a multivitamin, so I really think it might be vitamin B deficiency. I used to have that, and I had to go get like shots of vitamin B at the doctor, and they told me that it's like they called it the spinach shot, like with Popeye, how he eats the spinach and then he's like raring to go. And that's kind of true. It helped me a lot when I was like exhausted all the time. But yeah, I'm not sure. His mom was having some health problems, and he went and stayed with her one night, and so his sleep schedule got thrown off a little bit. So that might be part of it, because normally we have like a pretty set schedule. Johnny asking, what country did you want to see Grand Slam from next? Interesting. That's a good question. I think it might be cool. I mean, we don't see a lot of Samoan wrestlers in AEW, so it might be cool to have like a Pacific Island location, or like, I'm a big Scotland and Ireland person. I'm half Irish, and so I think that would be cool. What about you, Johnny? What do you think? Johnny's saying it's been a little windy and chilly in New York City. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know you were in New York. Stay right by Dylan. Dylan, also known as DiMacho Nacho, who sometimes joins us. Switch saying he agrees a Pacific Island one would be sweet. I think too, like, I mean, I know that I think it would be cool to see some like an indie show, but featuring AEW wrestlers where they bring up some of the best guys from like a variety of the indies and feature them. I mean, kind of like what the original All In was, like before AEW existed, All In. Switch saying this match is awesome, which is absolutely right. Mine just came back because we were at a commercial break. But what I've seen so far, excellent. Oh. Ooh. God, Josh Alexander looks like he landed on his hip. Yeah. It's like he didn't get him flipped all the way. Or he didn't flip himself all the way. Hopefully he's all right. Johnny's saying Japan and the UK. That'd be awesome. Japan is like, I don't know why I didn't even think of that. But yes, Japan is like a good choice, especially because they do so much with New Japan. I'm sure that would be a very popular show. I think it would be easy to sell tickets for that. We are 24 days away from All In, which is Saturday, July 12th. Wonder if they're going to give us some more matches, because right now we got 3. Ooh. ref has really lost control of this match here. It's Paul something. What's his last name? Paul. Don't remember. I know most of the refs' names. But got a haircut. It's like throwing off my brain. Would also be cool to see an Africa show. Like Will Ospreay donated a bunch of money to that Ugandan. I believe it was Ugandan. Like backyard wrestling people to get a ring. So that'd be pretty cool. All in is going to be a long pay-per-view. I agree. Just like it's going to be a long pay-per-view, but right now we only have 3 matches. Johnny's saying it needs to only have 7 or 8 matches. I think with 0 Hour, we're going to get quite a few more than that. And I think we're getting an appearance by Sting, which I think they announced like when they first announced All in Texas. But they're doing like a wrestling con the same weekend on Saturday and Sunday. And Sting has been announced for an appearance at the con. I forget what it's called. It's like Star or something. It was in last week's news, which I deleted. So I will not be able to tell you the name of it. But if you're going All In, check that shit out because it's like right in the same area. And it's like AEW's official All In convention. Johnny Brody King in a shocked face. Oh, Atlantis Senior. I guess they're just calling him Atlantis, not Atlantis Senior. Yeah. So, Switch pointing out that they're booing Atlantis. So he gets the pin and the win on Dax Harwood. Yeah, I wonder whether he got some booze real quick there. That's they're getting a lot of whistles though, so that's good. AEW or WWE needs to do a PLE show in Hawaii. I think or AEW or WWE. I agree. I mean, it's one I consider that Pacific Islands because islands in the Pacific. So I'd be all for that. I don't know anything about Hawaii, so like I don't know what kind of venues they have. Although they hosted the NBA All-Star Game, so I'm sure they have an arena big enough or close. Definitely for a Grand Slam, not for like an all-in necessarily. But just any PLE show or pay-per-view. That'd be awesome. Switch saying this is crazy. I agree. Johnny, have you seen the Omega versus Okada matches from New Japan? I have not. We're going to try and watch some before All In. I think Asa said their 4th one's supposed to be really good, but he hasn't seen any of them either. So if you guys have any recommendations on the order we should watch them in, I would appreciate that. We're going to try and find them. Yeah, we haven't watched a lot of New Japan. We've seen like 1 or 2 or parts of 1 or 2 of their pay-per-views, but they're always on at like 2 or 3 in the morning. Switch saying can't wait for the Kenny and Okada match. And then also asking does anyone have a Kenny versus Okada match they would recommend? I also am wondering that, like, if you have like out of these, I don't even know how many it's been. I think it's been 4 or 5. So out of those, like, which one do you recommend us new folks starting with, or new to New Japan folks? How long is John Callis going to feud with Kenny Omega? Johnny's asking. I hope forever. I love the long game. You know, these storylines that they just keep coming back to the well year after year, but it always like looks a little different. Like the switch, not the switch, sorry. The Swerve Hangman. Sorry, I say switch a lot when we do these shows, and then Swerve just gets swapped out with switch. So the Swerve Hangman feud, like, I like that keeps getting revisited, and same thing with Kenny and the Callis family. It's just, I love that it's not just him thinking in the short term of like from this pay-per-view to this pay-per-view, what storylines are going to happen. It'll be interesting to see if they ever cycle back around to MJF and Adam Cole. Like, I don't want them to do what they did before, but I know it got like kind of fucked when Adam Cole injured himself, but that's another like ongoing story that I'd like them to fix at some point because it had a very unsatisfactory ending. So Johnny is saying Omega versus Okada 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. Okay, so just watch them in order. Those are my 4 greatest and favorite wrestling matches of all time. Wow. Okay, awesome. We will definitely try and watch all 4 of them. Yeah, I've never really, I mean, I'm not saying that Omega and Okada are not good. They're both amazing. But like, we are getting them sort of at the like downward part of their career. And again, they are awesome. I would put them in the top wrestlers of all time. What I'm saying is they're not at the like peak of their career right now, you know? I want to see a peak Okada and Omega match. I mean, this one's still going to be awesome. I hope you guys understand what I'm saying. And it's not like I'm not like shitting on this match. I think it's going to be fantastic and a good contender for match of the night at All In. But it'd be good to see both of them at like the height of their careers, is what I'm saying. So thank you, Johnny, for the order in which we should watch them. I appreciate that. I am once again with commercials, so if I'm not talking about what's happening on the show, that's why I do not have picture-in-picture. Because they don't do that on Max for some reason, which I really wish they would fix. I realized I could just pay for Max with no commercials, but I don't want to do that. I already pay for enough television. All right. Commercial break over. Ooh, going right to Okada. Speaking of him, here he comes after Mark Briscoe. I like that Mark Briscoe is rocking like the wide mohawk. You don't see that one as often. I love Mark Briscoe.
Mexico City, Arena Mexico, Grand Slam, me versus you. Oh, Mark Briscoe, he got what he wanted. Of course, he said he would love to earn the victory in this match, but it's about so much more than that. It's about making sure that Okada walks into All In Texas the same condition as Kenny Omega does.
Mark's never been a heel. I did not see him wrestle until after Jay died, so I've only ever seen him as a solo wrestler. But But yeah, he hasn't been heel as long as I've seen him wrestle. But I didn't know if the Briscoes were ever heels. I think they were probably too beloved to be heels, but he's such a likable guy, and he's so fun in the ring. It would be hard to cheer against him. It was a good crowd. They have the house lights down a lot. I don't know if that's because they didn't sell out. It's hard to tell if it's full or not. But it looks like a good crowd, at least in the bottom section. Wolf Den Wrestling Podcast. I'm backstage, by the way. Awesome. Oh, there you are.
Hi.
Hi. I thought you meant backstage at the show, and I was like, what the fuck? How did I not?
No.
So this is Wolf, guys. Welcome, Wolf.
Hi. Yeah, sorry I'm late.
No, you're fine.
I had guests over earlier. Mostly
Yeah.
older guests because they
Yeah.
were my dad's friends and my uncle.
Yeah. I'm sorry to hear about him, by the way.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Not a different uncle.
Oh, a different uncle. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
I have 4 uncles. Well,
Oh, okay.
3 now, but
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. That's always hard.
from my dad's side at least, because
Yeah.
I definitely have more from my mom's side. But I'm trying to think of the conversations that you were having, what you were talking about. So regarding Okada and Omega,
Yeah.
their time in New Japan is definitely, that is more their prime, because I think now their prime has passed.
Yeah.
I think I've heard that, I'm pretty sure the best one was 4, Okada versus Omega 4, but it could also be 1. But I agree, you should probably watch them
in order. Yeah, that's what I figured.
Yeah.
We've also had some people tell us before that they thought 4 was the best one.
Yeah. Because I don't really know the storylines that was going on, because I was older New Japan and I've only just sort of started paying attention to New Japan.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm still laughing. I can't believe I thought you were backstage at AEW. But you were just backstage in the
yeah. That would have been hilarious. I'm trying to remember when they were heels. I think they were heels.
Who, the Briscoes?
The Briscoes were heels, I think, old ROH days, 2002, 2003, something like that. Apparently they had dropped tag titles to Punk and Cabana.
Okay.
So
that's, I could do that. Man, I miss Honor Club. We'll have to get that again at some point so we can watch some of their backlog.
Yeah.
Well, plus with Dalton Castle returning, I want to see that shit,
Yeah.
No. So Wolf switched saying, I know we're watching AEW, but I gotta ask Wolf how he feels about Goldberg versus Gunther.
I feel bad for Gunther. He's gonna have a terrible match.
It has to be kind of an honor to be in Goldberg's final match.
Yeah, unfortunately, there has to be.
I don't think it's an honor at all.
Unfortunately, there has to be a match.
Where is that going to be? Is that at
Atlanta?
Oh, Atlanta. Okay.
Yeah.
What show is that?
Saturday night's main event.
Oh, that's right.
The failed C show that what's it called? Is $300 for bleachers. Nosebleeds.
What, really?
Oh yeah. WWE seats are triple digits at least from now.
That's sad.
AEW is basically gonna become the affordable promotion.
Real wrestling option. TNA is pretty reasonably priced, I think.
Yeah, TNA is also good. I also found out the alleged reason why like prices are insane right now for WWE. Apparently, TKO is $3 billion in debt, and Endeavor is $5 billion. I'm like, you keep going on about record prices, record gates, record audiences. You're cutting people. You're like releasing wrestlers, so you're
Well, I
like,
think that's why they're releasing them, because they're realized like
why.
we're
But
fucked.
yeah, I'm like, how are you $3 billion in debt? That doesn't add up.
Well, my school district is like $20 million in debt.
Like,
Oh wait, no, sorry, wait. That was the original number they released. It turned out to be actually $42 million in debt is our school district this
oh my
upcoming year, and
God.
so they're cutting like everything. It's our
Yeah,
third year. Like last year last year was the
crazy.
14 million.
It's
This year was
like,
the
but
42.
this is like $1 billion
I know.
company. This is like, how? Like WrestleMania, you had to like sell your soul, to just attend.
I mean, their
Like,
production costs, like it just has to be astronomical, you know?
it's
I
not
don't
that
understand.
good. It's not that good.
So Eric Tate saying, "So sad, Liv is hurt," and
Yeah,
Switch saying, "Eric, so Liv getting hurt was real."
it is real.
It is
Dislocated
real.
shoulder.
Oh, okay.
And apparently it needs surgery. So
I was about to ask that.
she'll be out for potentially 6 months.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
which is basically until the Royal Rumble.
Did you hear why Kasha wasn't there tonight?
Circumstances.
Oh yeah. Obviously.
I don't know what the circumstances.
There was a reason. That's basically what you're saying.
I don't know what the circumstances are. Yeah. If I had to guess, it's probably the incident that he faced a little while ago, you know, with the
from Florida with the gun?
Yeah, with the gun, yeah.
They dropped those charges, I thought.
I know, but these other countries,
he can travel to London.
I don't know. These other countries don't make sense to me.
Well, he's from North Carolina, so maybe he's sick like Twitch and Asa.
What else is?
He says it's them damn women's tag belts. They're cursed.
I mean,
that's part of why I don't want AEW to get them.
Not only that, like, apparently they had kind of did a thing where they put all the eggs in one basket. Apparently they like are essentially scrapping all of the plans of Evolution because I don't know, apparently they all revolved around Liv Morgan.
Is that a pay-per-view?
Yeah, it's the all women's pay-per-view that they're doing again.
For those of you that are joining us for the first time, I don't watch WWE, which is why I'm asking stupid questions that like most people should know.
So that they were bringing, which by the way, guess when Evolution is?
July 12th,
13th, the day after All In.
Yeah.
July 12th is NXT Great American Bash and Saturday night's main event.
Yeah. WWE trying to.
The NXT pay-per-view is going head-to-head with AEW, the biggest AEW pay-per-view of the year. And Saturday night's main event, the failed C show, as I call it, is actually like in the night in normal pay-per-view time.
So Switch saying it was supposed to be Liv versus Nikki Bella, who I didn't know.
Or possibly Liv and Raquel versus either the Bella twins or potentially Rhea and Nikki.
But now we're back to AEW because I'm out of my commercial break and Okada and Briscoe are wrestling.
Yeah.
So in case you guys don't know this, Aubrey does her nails for like whatever show they're doing, and so she's got green, white, and red nails right now. If you follow her on Instagram, she posts her nails, or maybe it was Twitter or X. Yeah, I think it's on X. She posts her nails for the shows.
But the bright spot that I see, at least, is maybe Nikki Bella will go home now. I don't like
this match
Nikki.
was like going. I guess maybe they told them they were at commercial break and they slowed things down.
Yeah, probably because they don't want to end it right away.
Yeah, I can't believe that it's the 300th Dynamite soon. That's wild.
Yeah, it felt just like yesterday. Then it was 250.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Ooh. So, Wolf, who would you give the unified championship to? Would you give it to Omega or Okada?
Omega.
Interesting. I would give it to Okada, but only for one reason. Right now, Jade Cargill is the longest reigning title holder in AEW history.
Yep.
And Okada is close. He's at like 410 something.
Really?
Yeah. I can tell you. I can tell you the exact number as of a week ago.
Wow. I feel old.
448 days was as of last week.
I feel old.
AEW's website. And so he has to beat like 508, I think. Let me look. Hold on. Yeah, 508 is Jade Cargill's record. So I just want someone to beat that. So yeah,
I don't know.
300 already. That was fast. It's got to go to Kenny. I know. I want it to go to Kenny.
Either way, I think regardless who wins that match, it's gonna be good. I mean, all right, let me talk about this title since we're bringing it up.
Oh yeah, you weren't on the show when we watched it last time, were you?
Yeah, I think so. Or it might have been like a
maybe I wasn't on the show.
No,
I went to bed like right after that.
Yeah, because like I wasn't on the show because I don't know, I was busy with stuff or I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't like the new belt.
No. For me, I like the belt. I hate the name.
Most people are in your camp. I'm okay with the name. I fucking hate the belt. Like,
I like the design of the belt. I hate the name. Why
see it? Like, what's the point of all that detail for a televised wrestling company if the detail is not showing up on your belt on television? They should have kept the yellow gold. They should have added a contrast color. They should have put some other color in the belt. Like, give me some gemstones.
Yeah,
or
maybe
something.
they could have done better with the color, but like the actual like plate design, I like.
It's cool when you look at photos of it. When you see it on television, it's just like a blob.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe that's just a lighting issue. The name, I despise it. Why are we calling it the Unified Championship? Why? Out of all the names.
I don't love it. Maybe they'll rename it like how the All Atlantic got renamed into the International.
I know that it might be a trademarking thing from WWE. But I swear I could have. I remember other companies calling titles Intercontinental Championships. So
well, that might be because those are smaller companies that WWE doesn't care about.
I'm pretty sure like New Japan used to have.
Well, they filed for the copyright in July of 2020, but I never saw anything saying that they were granted the copyright, just that they filed for it. So I don't know.
I don't know, but
I mean, I think they also could have kept it the international title.
They could have, yeah.
Or the unified international title or something.
Or hell, they could have gone back to All
Atlantic. They could have what?
All Atlantic. They could have gone back.
Yeah, they could have. I would not like that decision, but
I mean, I liked the name All Atlantic. I thought it was like unique and interesting, but
Switch has a good point. Maybe they shouldn't have had the other two belts next to it when they showed it, because I like them
that's
both
probably
better.
the reason. Yeah.
Yeah.
Because
But
you
still,
see the
even when I see photos of it, like the photos, it looks like the unified championship part of it is black with like gold lettering in the photos because of how the lighting is.
yeah.
That looks way better than what it actually is on television and in real life, you know?
Yeah.
Mark always puts on a good match. I agree.
Maybe it's because
Dallas attacking Mark Briscoe here.
Maybe I liked the design mostly because it reminded me of New Japan's belts, and I think New Japan has very nice designs with their belts.
Yeah.
Especially that, like their world title. The world title is a very good design.
A lot of people pointed out too that it looks like the original women's title on AEW. As far as like the plate shape.
Oh yeah, with the yeah. No. I saw the graphic. It's weird. The graphic, it makes it look like that. When pretty sure it does not look like that from what I remember, but
See, I
don't know. It might be
pretty bad, but I used to fast forward through all the women's matches because we watched a few of them and they were terrible. This is like, guys, don't jump on me. This is like way early on in AEW.
Beginning of AEW, yeah, when there was
and
like,
so, like
no,
we were just like,
oh
my god, what's happening in this match? And so we kind of gave up on
beginning of AEW, the women were separated into 3 groups of people. One, the not really that good, but like good something to start with, kind of just there to start with, and the younger talent that did not get that were not improved yet, that were not elevated yet, or Britt Baker. But like,
exactly,
like beginning of AEW, Britt Baker was like the only good woman. Because like Sheeta came, and when Sheeta came in, Sheeta was like, because she was like out in Japan, I think, like, so she came in, and then it's like, okay, there's Hikaru Sheeta. But she was kind of in and out. Thunder Rosa was not really prominently featured, I think. I don't even know if she like was there at the start.
It was that that hardcore match between Thunder Rosa and Britt Baker that we like caught part of while we were waiting for the men's wrestling to start. And that's what like made us be like, oh shit, maybe we should start watching their women's wrestling. And we never looked back. But that used to always be like, I would say like, I love everything about AEW, but I love WWE's women division more, and like that's not the case at all anymore.
It's weird. It's like right now WWE, like at times I feel like they're getting better with their women, and then they do like stupid decisions like I mean, I'm gonna sound like a broken record. Give Rhea Ripley a win she does not need. Like, it's like, what are we doing? Just like they put her in Money in the Bank, and I was like so upset. One, because a freak accident happened with Zoe Stark where she tore her ACL during the match.
She tore like 3 things.
The whole leg was gone.
Oh, like her leg is like ripped up.
But I mean, maybe Rio was supposed to win, but I was upset because Kairi had to get pinned, and
but look at those two. Like logically, if they were in a fight, who's winning?
No, but Kairi's so good, and she looked like got no opportunities. Like
you have to have like
recently
some believability in the wrestling. Like with Darby, it's different because he uses momentum to his advantage, you know, and like he looks like he's like literally throwing his body into everything he does because I think he actually is.
Like but the thing is, Kairi's like a lot like EO and Well, maybe
She's
a little
tinier
bit,
than Io, isn't she?
only a little bit, not
Okay,
by
I haven't
much.
seen her since she was
She's
like the
like maybe
pirate princess
slightly
from before.
shorter, but that's
Mhm.
it. But
Okay,
yeah,
we're back to AEW.
what is happening right now? Oh, there we
That's
go.
MJF is coming out with his America shtick.
Yes, of course.
Oh my god, our air just turned on. Our house is freezing. I'm gonna change the air real quick. Hold on.
That's kind of hilarious because it is almost disgustingly hot where I'm at.
Oh, outside it's disgustingly hot. Inside our house
Yeah.
is freezing. We have a 2-story house and the cats live on the second floor. And like the layout of our house, there's not good airflow. So like upstairs is like almost 10 degrees hotter than downstairs. So we have to keep downstairs like freezing so that the cats don't get too hot.
Yeah, meanwhile, I'm in my room, which is arguably the hottest room in the
I hate
entire
being hot.
house.
I mean, like, I'm not complaining. I'm not
It's like
downstairs.
at this
Like, I
point,
have a
and
blanket right
yeah,
now.
what's crazy is that at this point I've gotten used to it. So like,
Yeah. Well, that's how my parents were when I grew up in Florida, and like my dad was like the cheapest human, or is the cheapest human that's ever lived, and so like I used to keep it like pretty warm in the house. Like I used to sleep with like a wet washcloth that they would have me like wave in the air and then like lay it on like my face if I was too hot while I was trying to sleep.
I mean, most of the day I'm not wearing a shirt. So.
Yeah.
Like I'm just in my tank.
Well, I appreciate you putting one on, but if you got hot, I mean, do what you
Oh,
need
of
to
course I'm gonna wear a shirt when I'm
Yeah.
Yeah.
I
Yeah, you
love that
guys are
they're
not
singing
gonna.
Mystico's entrance song. That's awesome.
It's hilarious that like as soon as he left WWE, he became like one of the best wrestlers.
Well, we've talked about this before, I think, at least Asa and I have on AEW Weekly, where like we kind of feel like WWE reins in some of their best talent because they don't want to make the other talent look bad.
Right,
They
but
don't let them like go full force. And so when you have people like Bryan Danielson or Sin Cara, when they leave and they're able to actually wrestle how they can wrestle, it's like, holy fuck.
I don't know. For me, it just felt like there's such a huge gap between Sin Cara and Mystico. There's like a huge like it's as if it's two different wrestlers.
Yeah.
But it's the same person. It's like how?
I mean,
Like
I think that they don't let them do what they can do, which is so weird.
Yeah, they'd like I don't know, they'd have to like tell him to like really like not even attempt to put effort. Cause like Sin Cara was botching match after match and he injured him. Yeah, no, he was like the most botching wrestler.
Do you think that's because his
WWE
style
history.
was different, and so he was used to wrestling in one style? And
I don't know, but it's like,
I mean, was he having luchador matches?
I think he had like a couple, maybe like with Ray, but like he would like every match he was in, he would be botching, and I'm pretty sure he's like he also would like get injured like several times over.
He was also in like a long time ago, wasn't he? Because like I saw him wrestle.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's had.
It was just bad, and my
when did he leave?
That is a very good question. Let me make sure. Cara leave WWE. He was released in 2019 after requesting to be. Okay, so he requested to be released. He got released in December 2019. That would probably explain why he left.
What? Oh, December of 2019.
Yeah, worst year in WWE history.
Mm-hmm.
But like he was also kind of botching and a lot, and also getting injured a lot. So it's like,
I love
I mean,
MJF
I
still
wouldn't be
here.
surprised. Oh yeah, for sure. I wouldn't be surprised if the devil, what's it called, completely ruined
No.
him and tried to force him to do that to himself.
Yeah.
It would not surprise me in the least, but it's like this huge gap. I feel like something.
I mean, 6 years is a long time. I mean, maybe he's just
True.
really grown during that time.
True. That could also happen.
Because I think too, there's like a lot of maturity that can happen over 6 years. I don't know how old he is, but
That is a good question. Mystico age 42.
yeah, I was gonna say I think he's older. His body looks older anyway.
Wait.
I thought this was going to be the main event, but I guess that match with like Swerve and Osprey is going to be. And also, MJF's gear kills me. I agree. I love it. Giant fucking Uncle Sam. And I like that he's sticking with the like MVP circles down his back, but it's MJF. That's clever.
Wait. I am.
Not MJF, or not MJF. MVP looks tired. It was just unflattering light.
Oh, wait. Hold on. Wait.
The ref needs to get them out of there.
Okay.
Oh. I just saw your message in the private chat. Sorry.
Yeah, that's fine.
You tried so hard to do all the things that you're supposed to do.
Oh. Wait, there's possibly 2 different Sin Caras.
Oh yeah, I had heard that. I guess that was relevant to the conversation.
Yeah,
I don't know if it's true, but
I guess because there was a Sin Cara. Okay, I'm really confused. Oh, I think he was unmasked. Okay, I'm very confused. I'm still confused. No, okay, so there is 2 different Sin Caras, I think.
Wolf Eric Tate is asking if you are on Facebook.
I do not do content on. I have a personal account on Facebook. Yes. Please do not add me on Facebook.
I think he meant content page.
No.
Like we have other ones about wrestling Facebook.
Yeah. There is no content page on Facebook, and there probably never will be.
You should think about it. Switch does good on Facebook. Like his page does really well.
Yeah.
I know it's like once you start content creating, it's like how many fucking platforms do I have to do this on eventually? You know, like I think.
Yeah, I'm not really going too crazy.
Wrestling is the only thing I go on Facebook for, but that's just for like the local AML shows, really.
Oh,
And
let me
WrestleCade.
tell you, the wrestling fans on Facebook.
Oh, they're obnoxious. Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
not there,
I used
not
to, like,
there.
when we
They
first
don't
started, I was
have.
like, oh, I'm gonna join all the AEW and WWE communities because I was like when we still did both.
I joined like 2.
It was just like a troll nightmare.
No brain, brain off. Brain does not exist.
Yeah.
They give the most idiotic takes I have ever
Mhm.
seen, and it's actually like it made me
Yeah.
go a little crazy from it. There's this one page. I'm trying to find what it's called because sometimes I forget. The pro wrestling world. That's what the community page. Okay, that's not.
Mhm. But if you're ever looking for local wrestling, well, if that's a good place to find events and like local
Right.
shows for indie
Yeah,
companies, because like not just
yeah.
AML
I've
posts
seen
their stuff there,
some
but like I get lots of
advertising.
ads for other indie shows in the area.
I've seen some advertisements, but like on Facebook, but like there's this one like community page called the Pro Wrestling World. It's run by like probably like 10, 15 different people
Mm-hmm.
as like the admins. Uh there except save for like maybe one, all of them are idiots.
Oh.
Truly like
If you're watching
brain.
and you're one of those people, he's not talking about you.
Yeah.
He's
Like
talking about the other 9 administrators.
yeah, most of the admins, there's like one that is like decent, like that Lee like actually says common sense, and then like the others are either tribalists or they're just saying the most
Mm-hmm.
insane takes I've ever heard. Like brain don't exist there. Brain does not exist.
All right, my commercial break is over finally. I hate that they don't do picture in picture on
Yeah.
Max. Oh, they're actually showing us stuff we missed though. That's nice. They don't normally do that. Oh my god. The disrespect. Did you see that?
No, I didn't actually.
MJF like walks like
Oh, now yeah, I saw it.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
So just awful.
Yep.
He's such a good heel.
He is.
It was so weird when he was a face, but he was still like so good at it. He's just good at everything.
Yep. I mean, I was hoping for more of his baby face because
Have
his
you
time,
have you
his
watched his
time.
appearance on the Rosie O'Donnell show when he was like 4?
No.
He sings "You Are My Sunshine" in like an opera style. It's hilarious.
That's funny.
I told Ace he should dress as that for WrestleCade's costume contest as like 4-year-old MJF and then walk around singing the song. It's crazy. Yeah, folks, if you haven't seen that, it's worth a Google. MJF was on the Rosie O'Donnell show when he was like 4 or 5, I can't remember. This was pre-Les Mis appearance. Oh wait, maybe that's not him. Was he in Les Miserables? Do you know? I might be thinking of someone else.
I don't know.
Okay. Come on, Mystico. Oh, and his boots. I didn't notice the eagle and flag on his boots.
Crossbody from the talisman of CMLL as we take a look at this. talk about the tautness of the ropes. That lends himself to high flyers like Mexico. Mystico. You're the fan saying, as the Lucho. This is wrestling as Mystico.
Well, that makes more sense now if there were two Sin Caras. You know?
Yeah, like I mean, I don't know. It seems like there were two Sin Caras. But I don't know. There could also be.
Eric Tate saying it looks like a sold out show. I agree. It's hard to see like the nosebleed section, but it definitely looks very packed. I haven't heard one way or the other. When the show started, I didn't have my sound on, so they might have said it at the beginning of the show.
Back to live action. Mystico looking for another pinfall attempt. MJF able to kick out. Mystico could be looking for that Mystico. Finishing maneuver. So his version of a Fujiwara armbar. Mystico. So many times.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. I'll be right back. I need to go pray.
Okay. I'll see you in a bit. Mystico has to win this, right, guys? Like, do you see MJF winning this?
I think that somehow MJF was able to take a little bit of the impact from his head to come back to his feet, enable him to get that short kick to the jaw of Mystico. What a great summer from AEW. You saw 24 days away from All In. And you still have a chance to join us in Arlington, Texas at Globe Life Field, AEWTIX.com as MJF. And this is the battle that MJF won. He called out
MJF walking away. For shame. Ooh. Are those stairs in the center? They are. Did someone already come out through those stairs and I missed it? They look really shallow.
Checking on Mystico as MVP. Look at this loading. Mystico hasn't moved.
I love when the ring and the entrance walkway is like on the same level. It's like just an extension. I wonder why they don't do that all the time. WCW do that at a lot of their shows. At least in the earlier days. I can't speak to the later WCW days. Speaking of which, if you're into WCW, Asa and Switch on Mondays are doing a Vince Russo era WCW watch along every Monday. I will let you know the time in just a minute because I don't remember. You can find a schedule actually on Asa's X page, which is at No Bones Wrasslin, RASSLIN. There's like a big purple thing that has all our watch-alongs because we do a bunch. Monday is the Russos watch-along, or the Russo watch-along rather. Wednesday we do Dynamite. Thursday we do a retro watch-along, which is not just Russo. It's anything from usually WCW or WWF, sometimes NWA. This week we're watching WWF's King of the Ring 1994. And then Saturdays we do collision watch-alongs. This is hopefully going to be something awesome, it looks like. Oh. There's a Spanish fly, which is a cool move, but that's not what I thought they were setting up for. That's also not what I remember Spanish fly looking like, but maybe I just see it from a different angle normally. Yeah, it was just the angle. Oh. Boo. Oh, goodness. Got a low blow from MJF. Oh! Mystico kicked out. That was very exciting.
MJF was done with Mystico, but Mystico wasn't done with him. MJF absolutely stunned as Mystico showing his heart, showing his tenacity, showing why he is one of the living legends of Lucha Libre. Oh, wait!
Oh, come on. He should be fined for that. Laying his hands on an official. All right, who's going to come out and rescue Mystico? Eric Tate, that is BS. I agree. What a fucking shit way to end that match. No. If MJF unmasks him, I'm going to be so mad. Where are the good faces to come out and rescue him? No.
What happened?
He just unmasked Mystico.
Oh,
No
dear.
faces are running out to like help him.
There's
They put Mystico's mask on now.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Wait,
There we go.
Did Mystico win or?
He won by DQ.
By DQ.
MJF low blowed him like right in front of the ref.
Right in front of the ref. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, it doesn't count as an unmasking. Oh, there's all the babyface.
Yeah.
Luchadors.
And
I wasn't sure.
Kevin Knight and Mike Bailey are out there too.
Yep. I'm pretty sure they had a CMLL show like before today. I think
they have one Friday.
Yeah.
Is that what you're talking about, the Fantastica?
No, I think they had like possibly like a weekly show like yesterday or something.
Oh, okay.
And one of the matches they did was Bandito versus Mascara Dorada. And cool. I'm pretty sure Bandito like asked Mascara Dorada to sign with AEW.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, that's like awesome. Right after the match, like Bandito was saying, sign with AEW.
Yeah, he should. He's awesome.
Yeah.
I just don't want the other wrestling companies to like not like us because like we wrestle with them and then we take all their people.
Yeah.
You know, like...
Yeah, very true. Because New Japan. Oh boy. New Japan has no one.
Yeah. Well, they have Zack Sabre Jr.
They have Zack Sabre, and like that's pretty much it. They have Gabe, and they have like Yota Tsuji, and like that's it. They have like 3 people, And the only reason Hiroki Goto is IWGP World Champion is because everyone loves him for some reason. I don't think he's that crazy good of a wrestler, but he's popular. So yeah, and everyone loves him. So he's.
So Eric Tate's saying there looks like there's no blood and guts this year.
Probably
Eric,
for
what
the
makes you
best.
say that?
I mean, I would have said they haven't like built anything to it, but they probably would.
It's like it's
they would probably build it in like
time.
Yeah, they probably would like build it in like 2 weeks anyways.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I don't know if there's a reason to really do.
Because it's awesome. Because it's my husband's favorite
Well,
fun episode that they do.
Yeah, but I mean, like,
Plus, it's like the greatest
match-wise, show they could probably do it as a show, but as a match, there's just
well, it's like
story-wise they don't have any.
No, but see how like right now we're getting all of these like weird gigantic tag teams where like the Don Callis family is joining forces with like
maybe they should make it Don Callis family against like somebody, some people. Yeah,
I mean, you can always just have like all the bad guys versus all the good guys.
Yeah, I mean, if it's
like war games, they all didn't have storylines going on with each other. I mean, like the old war games, not the current war games.
Yeah. I would say it's probably best to make it Don Callis family against whatever combination of faces rather than like Death Riders, for instance. Like keep Death Riders away.
Do you think Jon Moxley is going to allow there to be a blood and guts that he is not personally involved in some way?
No, he don't need to. He don't.
Family and
Yeah. Do something different, or hell, do a women's blood and guts this time. No men. Just the women.
Did you see Jamie Hayter is injured?
Yeah, I don't know if it's like serious or if it's just like a. Like if for all we know, it could be like a 2-week to 3-week thing.
Yeah, they just said that there was no report on what the injury was or a timetable.
Yeah, so I'm guessing it's probably not that serious to report. So she'll probably be back like next week or something.
Yeah, I'll be right back. It's time for the 4 million pesos match.
Lovely. I don't know who would win.
Hologram better fucking win this. That's all I gotta say.
Yeah. Part of me thinks it might be Ricochet just because the only reason I think it could happen would probably
Before
be.
You go all in on that. You realize the hologram they just said on his little icon has the longest current winning streak in AEW.
Yes.
And you still are saying Ricochet?
Yes. I'm not certain
I
on
hope
it,
you're
but
wrong. I hope your idea goes down in flames.
I'm not certain on it, but the main reason for a possible Ricochet win would be Lee Johnson and Blake Christian turning heel and helping Ricochet win.
I hate your ideas. At least that one. I hate it. Did they come out with Ricochet?
No.
Oh, I see. You're just anticipating.
Because I
Well,
think
wasn't he
that's
asked to join him and he like laughed in their faces with his weird like?
Yeah, I mean, maybe they screw him instead, but
What is on his face?
who's hologram?
No, Leo Rush.
Oh, I am behind.
Oh, okay, that's good to know. Sorry, I'll try not to say
No, it's fine.
match results or
I
anything.
don't worry that much.
God, even the announcers are in the dark here.
The luchadors here tonight, or is it sort of to say I'm part of this? I think it is pure mind.
He is taking the longest time to get to the goddamn. Do you see it?
Brother,
He's like an owl.
Brother,
Oh, he takes it off.
Yes, please.
Gonna
Please
wrestle
take
with
it off. Please take it
It's
off.
better than
I
the
do not-
jackets, though. Maybe.
No.
No, those jackets
Respectfully,
are-
I
When
disagree.
he had the giant red one that made him look like a crab. Yeah.
Well, that was just a matter of too bright, but the red and black one, I
Well,
think
and the
was-
arms, like they were oversized, so they looked like claws.
Yeah, the red and black one that they wore at first was probably better, but I don't know.
Mm-hmm. Eric Tate saying is the AEW show. The AEW show is going by fast. This AEW, there you go. This AEW show is going fast. I agree.
Yeah.
Today is historic for us and for pro wrestling. First American pro wrestling promotion to hold a
So who are you for? Are you for Ricochet?
I don't
Consider
really
your
care
answer well, Wolf. One answer results in you being dead to me. Actually, three answers result in you being dead to me.
I am going to give you an answer that you probably don't expect, and you probably would consider me dead to you. I genuinely don't care. Because
that was a fifth option that I hadn't even considered as like a possibility. What? You don't care?
I don't really care when it's these like money matches that like because they usually don't go
Yeah, but
anywhere.
it would end Hologram's winning streak.
Okay. If it led to like I just want something to come out of it instead. Like
I think something's going to come out of it. I don't think it's just you win 4 million pesos.
I mean, given the track record, I don't have high hopes.
Yeah. That's true. A lot of those money matches, that's like all she wrote. Although they do bring it back up, like when they did the tag team match.
Yeah, if they bring in Lee Johnson and Blake Christian to possibly screw Ricochet, or something.
Screw Ricochet. I like that idea.
Either screw Ricochet or help him. I don't know what they would do. Then I would be happy. Like regardless of the result, because I want like I would love to see Lee Johnson and Blake Christian on AEW TV more.
Yeah.
Whoa!
God, fucking
Plus,
hologram.
like Ricochet could help elevate both of them. I'm like slightly worried because like when they originally teased the idea of Ricochet getting a faction, it seemed like they were like implying Leo Rush and Action Andretti.
Yeah, I got that feeling.
And
also.
I was like, No. Respectfully, no. They're great. I like them. I don't think they. I would be a little disappointed. Because yeah, they would be elevated, but it's like it doesn't. They could be elevated on their own. They don't need Ricochet.
Yeah, I would
They
definitely
could just
say that
stick
Lee Johnson and Christian need them
Lee
more.
Johnson and Blake Christian be like, okay, this is an
Yeah.
excuse to get them off ROH, get them on AEW television. It's helping talent, so it's
Especially,
like, okay, good,
when I
good.
first
It
saw Blake
actually gives.
Christian, and they moved him down to Ring of Honor, like I could not believe it. Like first time I saw him was on AEW, and then he was on Ring of Honor like a lot.
I think it's because they like tried putting him in a tag team with Lee Johnson and it just worked. So it's like, okay. There you go. Or maybe they want to keep Lee Johnson as a tag guy, which that's fine because he's good. Like he can do single
some room
stuff.
for improvement.
Yeah, he could do single stuff, but he'd probably be best as a tag team guy right now, and then go on. After
he doesn't have the fire, as I like to say.
Right.
You know, like when he wrestles, it's not with like a.
It's
this is
basic.
the only thing in my life that matters right now.
Yeah, it's like basic, not really.
He doesn't make it look like a fight.
He doesn't stand out.
Yeah.
That's the main issue. He doesn't stand out. He's just like kind of generic and simple. Which is fine, but probably not as a single star on AEW television.
I don't think he should be.
Yeah, start with the tag team stuff. I think that's what their reasoning for putting him in these tag teams.
Yeah.
Like trying to make a tag team with
him. He's like younger too, isn't he? I'm assuming that mainly because he's married to Julia. Like,
yeah, he's definitely young, but and the thing is, he's been good, like decently well from what I've seen. He's good in ROH. Like he's gotten like pure title shots and TV title shots. Like he's been good for that. But and honestly, he always impressed me, but I can understand that with how he looks, there's a reason why he stayed in ROH. I think he's great for ROH, but I would not put him past that unless it's in a tag team. And I think maybe that's why they are putting tag team partners with him, giving him a couple tag team partners now lately, so because they want him on AEW television, but they're trying to find out what works.
Well, I'd love for Blake to be on AEW either as a tag team or as a
like Blake wrestler. Christian, Lee Johnson, and potentially Ricochet as a faction. That would be interesting to me because I would like.
What would you name it?
I have no idea. I have no idea.
You're supposed to have the script. Well, if you don't have the script,
I'm like not even truly understanding. Like, I still need to understand the chemistry between Lee Johnson and Blake Christian, because despite the fact that they're a tag team, at least on AEW television, they have not had tag team matches. So it's like it's hard that, or maybe they had like one, and I cannot determine what works for them, and it's like I don't know.
First of all, hey, Graveyard Ship Wrestling Show, welcome. We're enjoying this awesome Grand Slam so far. Eric Tate was pointing out that this match should have been a tag team match, and I kind of agree. It's almost like they're wrestling that way anyway, though. Like, most of the match has been them pairing off and working together against the other two. So even though it's not officially a tag team match, it's kind of ending up as one, which I really hope they don't do for the majority of the match, because I'd like to see everyone face each other. I'm on a commercial break. Are you still seeing wrestling, Wolf?
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah, I mean,
is it a lull for the commercial break?
Maybe. Yeah, it seems like it.
Were you eating onion rings earlier?
Fries.
Fries. Okay. Where were they from?
Olga's Kitchen.
I've never heard of that.
It's a very good restaurant. It is apparent. Oh, I think it is the reason you've never heard of it is because it's only in Michigan, Ohio, and Illinois. That's it.
Okay. Well, I've been to
Allegedly.
Ohio and Illinois, but I have not been to Michigan. It's one of the states on my list of places I still need to check off.
Yeah.
I've been to
Olga's
33
Kitchen
states,
is
but I'm working on all 50, except maybe
yeah.
not Mississippi or Alabama. No offense
Olga's
to Michigan fans,
Kitchen
I just
has it's like a sandwich restaurant. And it has like the best bread ever. Their bread is so good.
Is it like
And
pretzel bread?
no, it's like I think it's like their own recipe.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's really good.
Well, next time I'm in Ohio, Illinois, or happen to be in Michigan, I will keep my eye out for it.
Yeah.
Olga's what?
Olga's Kitchen.
Olga's Kitchen.
Yes. It's very good.
Do they have non-meat sandwiches?
I think they do.
Okay.
Let me look it up.
Usually there's like one vegetarian thing at most places.
Yeah,
We had some dissonance.
like their
there
main
with the
thing is
vegetarian,
their original
Yeah.
Olga's, which is their original Olga sandwich, which is just like beef and lamb
Mhm.
and
all the meats.
spices and
Mhm.
tomato, sometimes an
Oh,
onion and Olga sauce.
if you're looking at the menu and not the match, you should go back to the match because it's fucking picking up and is awesome.
Yeah, it's kind of being all. I'm just seeing Leo Rush and Ricochet kind of push
I like
themselves.
pushing each other.
Yeah.
Okay, it's coming up. Mascara Dorado, awesome.
Oh, I'm seeing Mascara Dorada get a
Yeah.
no. Yeah. Oh.
He's so good. He makes everything look so easy.
Yep. Oh my god. God, I love Lucha Libre.
I know, me too. Oh, God, that was a hard hit. God, the camera people got out of the way just in time for that one.
I don't know if you saw that Worlds Collide show between NXT and
Yeah, Asa and I watched it.
yeah, it was awesome. I loved
You're
it.
talking about the AAA show, right? The World
Yeah,
Cup.
yeah. It was so fun. I
It was
enjoyed it.
awesome.
What's it called? When I was doing the watch along with Byron and the rest of the Flex Zone crew, like Byron was marking out for Mr. Iguana.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he loves Mr. Iguana, and I love him too.
Funny.
He's fun.
It was fun. Yeah, I'd never seen him before.
Yeah. Octagon Junior was great. And then just like after that match, they just impromptu added Dominic and Octagon as an IC title match for Money in the Bank. I'm like, wait, what?
Yeah.
And then when we got to Money in the Bank, it was like a 5-minute squash. I'm like, okay.
Was it? See, I didn't watch Money in the Bank. I just watched the AAA show.
Yeah, I was like a little disappointed because it was a squash, but it was like okay, Octagon had like an actual 20-minute classic earlier in the day, so he can't actually go another full match. So fine.
I will amend. Like I would be okay if Mascara Dorada rather wins. I would say Dorado. I think it's El Dorado, but Dorada.
Yeah.
I'd be okay with him winning, but
Yeah.
like him ending
Yeah.
Hologram's winning streak, but I would rather Hologram win. I'm pretty sure whoever wins, that Leo is going to take the pin. That's my prediction.
Probably.
Oh, that was pretty good. Oh, shit. Leo Rush getting his shit in. I love it.
To protect himself against the poison rana, Leo Rush.
Eric Tate saying it's a good match. I agree. This has been excellent. Yeah, Leo Rush is my fourth choice for who I think might win this match. We'll see, though. I mean, no, he has no chance. But yeah, this match has been awesome. Asa and I both thought that this was going to be the match of the night, and I think it's living up to that expectation so far.
Yeah.
The polish Ricochet can buy for his head. That's so mean. LFI's not on this show.
Nope. The Beast Mortos is.
Yeah.
Exclusively the Beast Mortos.
No LFI and no Thunder Rosa.
Yeah.
That sucks.
Yikes. Big yikes. I don't know.
They might be on.
I'm like, I think Jalisco
Ring of Honor has a show, don't they? That they're doing in Mexico.
Yes. I think Jalisco mentioned something like rules or something. I don't know. I'm like worried that maybe like Roosh and Jalisco can't be on that show. I don't know.
Okay.
But Beast Mortos is, or maybe they just didn't book. They just decided there was nothing that worked.
Mm-hmm. They could at least be in like one of these like humongous.
I mean, originally the 10-man tag that is with the Bucks and Death Riders and them. Claudio's not there. I don't know what happened, but Claudio got taken out of that match.
So who's in place of that? Is that where the Beast is coming in? Okay.
Beast Mortos replaces Claudio.
I see that.
Speaking of Beast Mortos,
have you gotten to the end of the match yet?
Have I? Hold on. Ads being website ads being stupid. I missed it. This is unfortunate.
Okay, but you see who won? You saw who won?
No, I completely missed it.
Do you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
So Hologram won. His winning streak continues.
Wow, crazy.
Awesome.
Regarding Beast Mortos, apparently now he is in a relationship with Mercedes Moné.
Yeah, we talked about that briefly at the start.
And I was like, okay, unexpected but interesting. And then
Well,
saw
Andy's going to be a lawyer. That's like the most exciting news to me.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure Mercedes put out a tweet saying, "I can't wait to sue you all." I'm like, oh my god.
Oh, that's funny.
Uh,
I saw lots of pictures of him like photoshopped with like a suit on that said like
yeah,
he's Morto's attorney at law.
yeah. I saw one that was, I think it said like attorney at Raw or something.
Oh, that's what I was like. Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, it was hilarious. And I saw like on Twitter, apparently, those who have seen his face, apparently he's like a really good looking guy. I'm like, okay, good for Mercedes, I guess.
Yeah. As long as they're both happy.
Of course. Why do I keep skip it? No.
It was a big week for AEW and Love, apparently. Because Will Ospreay got engaged also.
Yes. To Alex Windsor, who what's it called? According to her herself, she is all elite.
Yeah.
Which probably makes sense because
that's what I said.
I mean, I have no idea if she'll wrestle, but for all we know, she could what's it called? Just be like a coach or something. I don't know. She might just be a training kind of
Well, MJF's girlfriend is like a backstage interviewer, right?
Yeah. So I don't know. But
I like that AEW lets like spouses be employed if they're qualified, you know?
Right. Yeah, they find something to do with them. But I mean, Alex Windsor, I think her name is. She's a good wrestler. Like,
I wish I've never seen her wrestle.
Yeah, I think she had a match recently with, what's it called, Jamie. And that was good.
Oh, Jamie Hayter.
Yeah, Jamie Hayter. It was like on a British indie.
I think she wrestled for like Wrestling Eve or something like that.
Yeah.
I think that was the show where she announced that she was all elite.
Yeah.
I am still on commercial. Oh, there we go. Oh, here we have the women's match coming up. Oh, I like her little Titantron. She is wearing a rather large sombrero. She always looks awesome. Her outfits are like almost always just excellent. Mercedes, you know? They put some good detail and an appropriate amount of sequins into her outfits. That dude had an Arena Mexico sign that had Thunder Rosa on it. That was pretty cool looking.
Yeah.
Johnny's saying the Beast should help her win the match. Not a bad idea, since he's a heel. That's funny that I didn't even think of that when they announced they're both heels. Yeah.
Yeah. But honestly, I think Mercedes might lose this match because, well, one, she doesn't need another belt. Two, I think Tony's probably gonna cost her.
Interesting.
At least that should be what happens because, one, Mercedes doesn't need another belt, and two, we need to do something other than just eating steak.
Would that be her first loss? That would be her first loss.
That would be her first loss. Yes. I don't know whether
I think her first loss is going to be to Tony.
Yeah.
At least I really hope so because I do not want her to get that belt.
Unless they do like some count out or disqualification shenanigans. So maybe they have Mercedes win by DQ. But I don't
know. That's a good point.
We will see. We will see.
Yeah, it's surprising that Tony Storm's not on commentary since Mercedes
But
has been on commentary for like every
yeah,
match.
I do. I also want Mercedes to lose at All In because I would be very upset if she wins because one, she doesn't need another belt and she needs to actually defend the TBS title, and two, um it's just tiring. It's tiring. I'm sorry. Like like I don't take this lightly. So please understand, I'm not throwing this around that like everyone else does. The way things are going right now, with how much Mercedes is winning matches she doesn't need, like to me, it's screaming Hogan.
Yeah.
It's like to me, it's like, and the thing is, it's so bad that like I'm willing to say, like, especially if Mercedes wins at All In, it's probably already the case at this point, but if she wins at All In, she is the only person in all of professional wrestling who can be called justifiably be called a Hogan.
Except for Kiara Hogan, who I think is an actual Hogan, perhaps.
Okay, yes, but
no, I get what you're saying.
yes,
I'm teasing you, Wolf.
yeah, but but Mercedes would be the only person that would be a Hogan comparison because
Except Hulk Hogan's ass never looked that good. Let's be honest. Do you see how much of her ass is showing? It is a remarkable amount of ass.
Yes, and the thing is, like, it's like kind of. It's driving. I think it's also driving me more insane because, as far as I'm aware, Hulk Hogan did not hold multiple promotion belts at the same time. Like, he didn't have like.
Well, I don't think he was allowed to wrestle for other promotions when he was wrestling.
Well, no. I mean, like, of the same, like,
in the
like,
same company.
Yeah. And so, like,
gotcha.
imagine whatever WCW's made card belt, because I think there were like 3, and I don't know when they alternated.
There was the NWA and the WCW, and then they like gave things weird names.
I think they had like the WCW US, and then like the hardcore title was also there. It's like, like, but imagine if Hulk Hogan had all of those belts plus the WCW world title.
Yeah.
That's kind of what's happening right now with Mercedes. Even though there's only 2 belts, she would, if she wins at All In, she would have both of them. Now, of course, she could just vacate or retire the TBS title. Please
or don't. Athena could show up and cost Mercedes the match.
Please.
So Mercedes wins with like DQ, so she doesn't get the belt.
Right
and then
now,
we can have an Athena and Mercedes storyline, and we can bring Athena up the ring.
I'm begging you, because right now, I'm like very triggered because this was like a free slot, and this was like a guarantee, like a match that like there's no way you can mess this up. That was an easy slot in match for All In, and you took that from Athena. It
has to be that she's doing something.
She has to do something. Otherwise, if she doesn't do anything, I will legit think right now. I'm already thinking she's leaving AEW.
No,
like, and once her contract's over, like, because
to go where?
Back to WWE.
No, I don't want her to do that. I hope you're wrong.
Neither do I, but
no, I think that
I would
gonna do something,
or I would like demand, like, in contract negotiations, I have to, like, if I were Athena, I would tell her, you want me back.
Well, wasn't she there at the promotional thing when they announced?
She's on the poster. She was on the original poster. The original poster was her, Mercedes, and Swerve.
Yeah.
And not like Mercedes, for some reason, is in a world title match when she's already champion. And Swerve, I don't know what they're gonna do with Swerve. They're probably gonna do Swerve and Osprey versus Bucks, which works, I guess. But I don't know. But
Well, and we need
like,
Darby to come back, and Darby's gonna have a match because he was on all the
I
advertisements
don't.
also.
No, I think the original
Did they pull
poster
him from
was
that?
no. The original poster was only.
Yeah. I'm not talking about the
Swerve.
poster. I'm talking about when they announced that All In was happening in Texas. Darby was there, and he was looking around at the rafters in the building, and he's saying, "I'm just looking for a place that I'm going to be able to jump off of." You know, so I mean, I feel like that implies that he's going to be in the show.
I don't think Darby will have a match, but I think that's where he comes back.
Yeah. Oh, that makes
like
sense.
I think so. Personally, I think Darby's gonna help Hangman win. Yeah.
By like preventing other people from interfering.
Like he's gonna be the last person that comes in during the match. I think they're probably gonna go crazy. I'll like bring in the entire locker room, basically. They're gonna bring in Swerve. They're gonna bring in Osprey. They're gonna bring in Bucks. They're gonna bring in the Death Riders.
What? No, that's too WWE.
I don't know. I feel like just for that match, they'd go crazy like that.
I hope they don't do that.
Because they already have the Death Riders and Bucks is involved.
Well, I can see like the Death Riders coming in, and then like you said,
probably
like
just
Osprey
be like
and
and then like Osprey,
Swerve,
and like maybe
Sorbet is what I said. Like sorbet.
I'm thinking. I feel like that. I don't know. I feel like just because because of the story and going crazy, they might do like the whole, and also because the counter WWE a little bit. They would do their own Avengers Infinity War like thing, and game thing where they like get everyone out. They get the Bucks, they get the Death Riders, they get the Ops and Osprey, Swerve, and I could imagine Gabe will also show up.
Are you thinking about all of this in the main event at All In?
Yes.
That's nuts, Wolf. That's nuts. No, I think you have the script. I do not think you have the script right now.
I don't know. I feel like that if they would do that, they could just simplify it to like just the Death Riders plus Gabe, because Gabe is like a part-timer Death Rider for some reason.
Is he still with New Japan, or is he in AEW now?
He is in New Japan.
Okay.
He in fact is the global champion, IWGP global champion now. So I don't know. I feel like he could show up, and maybe they don't get. Maybe they just keep to Swerve, Osprey, and like maybe the Ops if they need to, or Willow to deal with Marina. I don't know. But like basically, I think like at the end, after everyone's
hold on 1 second, I gotta let my dog out. Sorry, I'll still be able to hear you if you want to keep talking.
I can wait.
Okay. Oh my god.
Are you?
I was waiting for you to get to the end.
No, I didn't even watch it. I heard it from your screen.
I'm sorry, Wolf. I'm sorry.
Okay, forget waiting until All In. Mercedes Moné is the only professional wrestler who can be compared to Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Unbelievable. What are we doing? This is ridiculous.
Ripley, be quiet.
At this point, it is like worse than Hogan. It is worse than Hogan.
Johnny's saying, Wolf, don't throw your TV.
I swear to God, they better make her lose at All In.
Oh, she even gets streamers.
So I am. What were we even talking about? Oh, Hangman and Moxley.
Wait, does your shirt say part-time beast?
Yes.
That's so
It's
appropriate for all of our Beast Morto talks.
yeah.
Undefeated streaks shouldn't end on regular TV. Interesting.
I mean,
I hope
again,
that you
I
are
thought
implying that
they
that's
could have.
going to be a. Oh wait, here we're getting a Tony Storm.
Oh my god. Anyway, I'm. Oh gosh. Moxley and Hangman, basically the end goal is Darby returns at All In and screws Moxley, and that's how Hangman wins.
That doesn't seem very face-like. I think it should just stop the people from interfering.
Well, basically, Moxley's going to cheat as he usually does.
Oh, and he's gonna prevent him from cheating.
And
that?
then I don't know. I could see Darby.
Oh, it's
hitting,
Mina.
I don't know. I see Darby could probably what's it called?
Sorry, hold on a second. Y'all, she's dressed like fucking Carmen Sandiego, and I love it. Okay, I'm sorry, Wolf.
So sorry. I imagine Darby would come in like at the end, like maybe like either Moxley's trying to go for his finisher or like ready to end it somehow or go for a cover, and then lights go out, Darby shows up behind Moxley, hits him with his skateboard or whatever.
Mercedes is hugging a fan right now with like her legs and her arms to prevent Tony Storm from taking her away. Maybe it wasn't her legs. Maybe her legs were just very close to him.
So yeah, that's when I think Darby will show up, and then I mean, there is also the possibility that Moxley does retain, which personally I hope does not happen.
Mouth. Hush your mouth.
Yes, please do not have him retain. But I mean, 3-4 months extra wait at best. It's like, regardless, the main event of Wrestle Dream should be Darby and Moxley, whether it's for the title or not.
Why wait till Wrestle Dream?
Because they're usually in Seattle for Wrestle Dream. So. Yeah, makes sense.
Are they usually there? Or was that just last time?
I think it was like usually there. I'm pretty
right,
sure.
Actually, yeah.
Yeah, so it makes sense to me to do it, or they're in Washington, because what's it called? I think 2023 was in Seattle, and 2023 was
Spokane.
The last year was Tacoma. Yeah. So just they're in Washington. It works out. Just have, but I think Hangman should win the belt, and then at Wrestle Dream, the main event should still be Darby and Moxley, even if it's for no title. It should be Darby and Moxley, and Darby needs to win because that is literally the point of this storyline, or it should be, to elevate Darby. And besides, we can always do Darby and Hangman, which we've already done, and it would.
See, I think we're getting Ospreay and Hangman.
I think that's Forbidden Door.
Yeah, I think that's Forbidden Door also.
Yeah.
But you think he's gonna retain if he wins it?
Yes. Obviously, if
he's not gonna drop it after a month.
Yeah. He's not gonna win it and then suddenly lose it. Like, no. Could be Texas Death Match, Darby versus Moxley. Could be quite literally any kind of hardcore match. For all I mean, hell, if they brought back Exploding Barbed Wire Death Match, I wouldn't care. As long as Darby wins.
Does AEW do I Quit matches? Have they done one of those?
I think so. Yeah, I think they did a. Hold on, let me make sure. AEW I Quit match. Yes, they did with Copeland and Christian.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that the only one they've ever done?
In recent memory that I can think of. Yeah.
Is Copeland injured? What's up with him?
Yes, he's injured.
That sucks. He was back for like a week.
Yeah. Apparently, or no, he's not injured. I think he's just kayfabe. No. I know the reason. Sorry, I remember the reason.
Yeah, you're good.
Because the plan was to do Copeland and Christian versus FDR at All In.
Wait, say it again? Copeland versus Christian?
Copeland and Christian versus FDR at All In.
So you think Christian's turning face?
That was reportedly the plan. Christian does not want to turn face.
Yeah, I don't blame him. He's like,
I don't blame him. He's like,
he's also been gone forever.
Yeah, I like he's not. Well, he's been gone for a month because I don't know. Nick Wayne was also gone. Nick Wayne was also gone because Nick Wayne was doing Best of Super Juniors. But yeah, Christian does not want to turn face, reportedly. I wouldn't want to either because he's doing the best work of his career.
So this is our main event, right? That's kind of starting right now. Sorry.
Is it the match
with Oscar just came out?
Yeah,
This is the final match, right? Okay.
Yeah. I think this is the main event.
Because it's just supposed to be like 2.5 hours.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do. Because I think by now Copeland should have come back and they build towards Copeland and Christian versus FTR, but the way things are going, it's like they kind of want to. It's like even if they break away Christian from the patriarchy, from the rest of patriarchy, they're not building Christian to be turned on and be a face. They're making Christian the heel. They're like, they're more likely gonna break Nick Wayne away from the patriarchy and turn him face.
That's where I think they're heading. Like,
that's what they've implied. That's what they've implied. That's what they've built towards.
Killshot has to come back at some point, right? I mean,
unless because
his lung damage wasn't permanent. I don't think. I think they were worried it was at first, but I think I think he's clear to wrestle.
So I think. So I don't know unless they decide to just slot Nick Wayne in the spot, but like I don't think it works to do Copeland and Nick Wayne versus FTR. Like that doesn't make sense. The only person I think I could see like work
with my dog back and she's barking. Sorry. Hold on 1 second.
Oh dear.
Inside. Hey. We're the end. Go girl. Sorry. You're in Eastern time zone, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that's okay. Yeah, it's too late to have her barking. I live in like a condo thing, so there's lots of neighbors. And she's really loud because she's a big dog. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
Yeah. So the only person that I could see that could realistically work as a tag team partner for Copeland against FDR is a person that probably is like very wishful. It's like very wishful thinking to think of because he just retired. Brian.
Oh, well, he retired from full-time wrestling.
He didn't
retire from wrestling, so I mean, maybe that's
like,
the way to.
I don't know. Part of me feels like Brian would be part of All In.
Yeah.
And it's like originally I would expect him to go after Moxley.
What is Prince not wearing? Can you see him?
Nope.
He's dressed like a skeleton. I love it, but it's so weird. The hips are so big on that skeleton. And there's no legs. Or there's like tiny legs. Never mind. There are legs. I was mistaken. Swerve was in my way. I hope the streamers don't catch on fire that are all caught on the lights.
So originally I would expect Brian would maybe come in against Moxley and maybe cost Moxley. But they could pivot if Christian doesn't want to turn face, then, and if they want to get Brian involved at All In, they could just have him team up with Copeland, because
they'd have some building to do before that. I mean, I know it's
right.
It's like less than a month at this point. It's 24 days.
Yeah, I don't know,
they're always last minute
storytellers. Right.
So.
They do everything in the span of 2 weeks or less.
Not everything. Anymore.
Not everything, but
they used to do it like things. Everything was the week of, but
right. Most things, like if it's like right now, it's like basically the only thing that gets like more than 2 weeks build is like Death Riders, Swerve, Osprey, Hangman, Bucks.
The women have had an ongoing story.
For the women, it's mainly either Mercedes or Tony.
Yeah.
No one else.
Well, I feel like they have something going with the Penelope Ford and Megan Bain partnership.
Yes, I am happy about that, because
they were doing stuff with Chris Statlander and Willow, like not working out as rejoining as friends.
Yeah. That is getting better, and I do like that. But I
do you think they're gonna put her with Marina based on Summer Blockbuster? Chris Statlander.
No.
As a tag.
No, not as a tag team. No. I think they're going to have Statlander and Willow kind of reunite and be.
Yeah, but on the last one, she said she's giving up on Willow, and then Yuta came out to talk to her.
I think that's a swerve. I think that's a swerve. I think they're faking us out. I think it'll seem like that, and then Statlander helps Willow. As for who would team up with Marina and be a possible new female member of the Death Riders, if they want to continue on with that. Shayna.
Oh, good call.
Yes. Yeah. I think Shayna would work best in AEW. I would be a little concerned at first, because when someone comes in, it's like make or break. And it's like Tony has to like really like them for them to have a chance.
Yeah.
Which has been going on more lately, so I am happy.
I feel like he likes wrestlers with unique styles, though. She definitely has her own unique style.
I think. Well, the thing is, I see AEW as very prominent in submission specialist type wrestlers.
But not the women so much.
The women are more scattered, but even then, there's like some like
Julia's
finisher is a submission.
The bank statement, I think, is
Mercedes. Even like pretty sure like Sheeta has. I'm pretty sure Sheeta has a submission kind of finisher or signature move. Britt Baker is.
She doesn't count. She hasn't been on TV for like 900 years.
And she sucks. So I'm pretty sure her submission finisher is also bad.
Yeah, the Britt Baker fans.
Yeah, well, her submission finisher is at least the bad part of her, because the very bad part of her, because.
Not a mandible claw fan.
It's not even a mandible claw. It's like
it kind of is
a bad version. It doesn't work. I don't like it.
What else would you call it?
I mean, no. It's like
she's literally grabbing the mandible.
Yeah.
There's no way around it.
I like the idea of it, because it like fits her whole aesthetic thing. Aesthetically pleasing. Doesn't feel like it works out that great.
Yeah,
It feels like very forced.
I agree. I'd say like 90% of the time it feels really forced.
Yeah, so I don't think it's like a reliable submission finisher. And yeah, Mercedes submission thing. I honestly I think it's called the Money Maker now.
Yeah.
Or it might be her bad finisher. That's the Money Maker. I don't like Mercedes's finisher where she puts the opponent up on the back, and that it's never the same. Every time she does it, it's completely different. I'm like, that's not a good finisher. That is possibly the worst finisher in all of pro wrestling today. That it sucks. I like the idea behind it because it's unique and cool, but if it's always looking different, then doesn't it
I don't know
doesn't
if it's her finisher, but I think Julia Hart's moonsault is one of the worst things in women's wrestling because she never lands it. I've seen her land it like
right.
maybe twice ever.
Yeah, like
Is that one of her
sometimes
finishers when it's not submission? Like if she's just going for a pin? Or is it just like a
yeah,
signature move?
I think her main finisher is the Heartless, but sometimes she does the moonsault. And
Sorry, Johnny's
part,
saying all the
part of
Pittsburgh
me,
dentists are coming for you, Wolf.
like sometimes, like I do notice that what's it called, Julia does miss the moonsault, but sometimes like I feel like she's supposed to not hit it at like different, like not always, but
In her match
sometimes
against Tony, she was supposed to hit it
she was
and
supposed,
did not.
that was
She
definitely
like
an over.
landed on her feet.
That was an overshot.
Yeah.
But sometimes like like during the match, like not the case that we mentioned, but different matches, it does seem like okay, the intentionally not supposed
I
to
agree.
hit it.
Yeah. Especially like a lot of people will roll out of the way.
Right.
Oh, here we go. Joe's in. Joe and Yuta. Have we seen them? Yeah, we have seen them face each other. Never mind. That's who they won the belts from.
Right. If I had to, but yeah, I think I don't know why, just AEW I see as a very like AEW seems to like favor submission type specialists, so that's why I think someone like Shayna Baszler would fit right in AEW. And honestly, she would also fit right in with the Death Riders because
she looks mean. You can
yeah,
say it. She looks mean.
she could kill you.
Yeah.
That is like the one woman you do not want to get on the bad side of. Like anyone else, I feel like I might have a chance. Shayna Baszler, I'm like, all right, wrap it up.
She looks like she would like rip your face off.
Right. Possibly like even like her and like maybe Ron. Probably like Shayna would be like worse than Ronda. Like if you asked me, like it like possibly fighting either Ronda Rousey or Shayna Baszler, I'd be like Ronda. Easily Ronda.
Eric Tate wondering where Taz is tonight. Maybe he didn't
not in Mexico.
Want to go to Mexico? Maybe he didn't get his real ID in time. Has that started yet? Where you have to have a real ID to fly? Wasn't that like the end of May or something?
I don't know. Maybe
I don't know
he
either,
just
'cause
didn't
they don't fly,
even
so
want to take the chance because he might not come back.
Oh,
yeah.
that's sad. Oh, of course, it's a Knox match. Rick Knox matches are always like just confusing. Wrestlers do whatever they want, you know. If a ref is gonna lose control, it's gonna be Rick Knox.
Yep. If I, but yeah, I do think. I mean, Shayna would also fit in a place like TNA, but like I genuinely think like if there is anyone like from recent people released that would that could work well in AEW, Shayna would probably be that one person, that singular person that I would say definitely
Didn't
could.
Cedric Alexander get released? Or are you just talking about
He
women?
did, but like there's also reports that like TNA might want to bring him in. So like I
Okay.
don't know. I mean, I
I
think he
could
would
see him doing
do,
well in AEW.
yeah, but I don't know. It's like now it's like with MJF there, it's like I don't know. It's like I don't know.
Wait,
I
what does
really don't.
MJF have to do with it?
Well, I just imagine they would just have Cedric in MJF's position, but like I don't know if they
Oh.
are gonna keep MJF in the Hurt Syndicate and or
Oh, I see what you're
something.
saying. I thought you meant like his level in the company.
No,
Like,
no.
yeah,
No,
you're talking about
Cedric's
just in the
great, but
Hurt
he
Syndicate.
is
Okay.
not MJF level.
Yeah.
No.
No.
MJF has not cooled off that much. No, I promise. No, Cedric's amazing. I love Cedric, but yeah, I think he would thrive in TNA. TNA does like it does seem like the promotion that would love a wrestler like Cedric Alexander. Because they seem to really like high flyer types and just good wrestlers, but like not just. It's like more like Cedric Alexander style, I guess.
In
Uh,
TNA?
yeah, like I mean, now it's kind of like been more scattered because like now they've kind of lost a couple high flyers like Mike Bailey and that they've kind of lost that technical aspect with Mike Bailey with Josh Alexander. Yeah. So now it's like they have high flyers. They I mean, of course they have all types, but yeah, it's like I guess the main type of wrestlers that I probably would say they don't have much of are powerhouses, because Moose is like the only one.
Yeah.
Moose is like the only powerhouse type, and like maybe Masha, but like I would say Masha's more technical. Like she's like kind of strong. Masha Slamovich is strong, but she's not like because they lost Jordan Grace.
I saw Masha Slamovich wrestle at WrestleCade.
Yeah.
I thought her name was a lot cooler than she was in the ring. That might have just been who her opponent was, which I can't remember.
Yeah. To me, it's like it's kind of like at first you would think she's a powerhouse, but then she's kind of like more technical, so it's like kind of not. I mean, I think she's decent.
I think she might have been wrestling Jordan Grace. Now that I'm thinking of it, has she been in TNA a while?
Jordan, yes.
Slamovich? No, Slamovich.
Oh, Slamovich, yes. She's very long time. Yeah, I mean, there is also a possibility that you just thought Jordan was kind of overshadowing her because Jordan is better than.
It might not have been Jordan, but whoever was in the match, she was definitely overshadowing Slamovich.
Yeah, I don't know. Another possible powerhouse that I probably could be in TNA I could think of is the one that everyone hates, the one that I call the racist. Blanchard. And it's like she's not that big like that compared to like normal powerhouses, but like she could probably fit the bill.
Speaking of powerhouse, we got Powerhouse Hobbs in the ring.
Yes,
to bring it back
we
to
do.
AEW for a
We
second.
like
Went
that
on a brief
powerhouse.
TNA tangent.
A much better powerhouse than the racist.
Yeah.
I don't know. But regardless where
good.
Cedric Alexander goes, I'm definitely gonna enjoy watching him.
Yeah. I forgot you watched TNA too. You just like all
I
wrestling all the
mostly
time.
I mostly just keep up. I don't really like watch.
Do you watch any other actual like TV shows?
It's more so I watch kind of everything like on YouTube, so it's like
okay. I forgot you're
binge,
the YouTube watching generation.
Yeah, I binge stuff through YouTube or whatever.
I remember when my student, I had a student tell me that they don't watch TV, they watch YouTube, and I was like, you just watch like video
random
after
stuff.
video.
Yeah.
That's why everyone's attention span is like 2.5 minutes now. You know.
Oh no, I watch like 20-30 minute
Okay.
videos like
I'm talking
regularly.
about like the younger, the new generation, even.
Oh yeah. They probably
with the YouTube Shorts, like that's what my students during study hall, if they were trying to like sneak YouTube, they were watching YouTube Shorts.
Right. I would sometimes like go through Reels or Instagram Reels or YouTube Shorts, but mainly it's like 20-30 minutes of like whatever stuff I'm interested in.
That was a good looking drop kick.
And I think there was like a report saying Dakota Kai could maybe go to AEW, but it's like I'm more. Yeah, like I don't.
I mean, unless she's gonna wrestle Riho, like there is not a believable matchup for her.
I don't. Yeah, I don't. I would be very concerned about how she'd be booked because she doesn't fit the AEW style. I think TNA she would do well in because
really quickly because I want to talk about the match that we're actually saying. Beast Mortos is so agile and like quick for someone his size. He just did a tornado through the middle and top rope, and he like didn't touch rope at all. He's so good.
Yep. Which is crazy because he's like kind of bulky. Like he's not bulky, but like he kind of.
I mean, he's got some heft to him.
Yeah. Like
he's not like fat, but he's like a thick muscular.
Yeah. Like the only person that I could like easily, like compare him to, because it's easy to make comparisons. Is Ivar of the War Raiders, formerly the Viking Raiders.
No, I know who you're talking about. Yes. I don't know which one is which, but I don't think either of them look like the Beast Mortos body.
No. It's more so Ivar's the one with the brown hair, and whereas Eric is currently bald.
I have no idea.
Yeah.
They both had hair when I was watching, I think.
All right. So Ivar is
one of them is thick like Beast Mortos, though, is what you're saying?
They're both hefty. They're both bulky. But Ivar moves like crazy. He does cartwheels and complete flips without touching ropes. I'm like, how? You're like 300 pounds. How are you moving like this?
Really quickly, Stanley saying, make an AEW review that will help grow the channel. So Asa and I actually do a week. This is not Asa, but Asa and I do a weekly podcast called AEW Weekly every Wednesday at 6. So feel free to join us for that. We did it earlier today. If you missed it, it's on YouTube under our live streams. You can also catch it audio only on Spotify. But we talk about the last week in AEW, like on television, and also news, upcoming matches, things like that.
Yep. And if you're talking to me, I will note that for consideration. Yeah. I will note that for consideration, and I will probably not follow up on it.
Yeah, I forgot that you got your Wolf Den.
Yeah, it's
guys, if you don't subscribe to Wolf Den Wrestling Podcast, please make sure you do on YouTube. If they just search Wolf Den Wrestling Podcast, you'll pop up. Wolf.
Yeah.
They can just search Wolf Den Wrestling and it'll pop
Wolf
up. Okay.
ideally, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But
Moxley won. I did not see who he pinned though. Did anyone see who he pinned?
I did not, unfortunately. It might have been Swerve.
That's kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah, it looks like it was Swerve.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't think it was Osprey, but it might have been Swerve or Osprey, but it looks like it was Swerve.
Yeah. Ooh, the glare. I love it. I like that staircase. It seems so grand, you know? Yeah, you to back the fuck off here. Uh-oh. We got some old elite tension going on.
Uh-oh.
A fucking briefcase. Is it duct taped together at this point?
Yes.
Gaffer's taped?
Oh.
Shocking development to say the least. Hangman in place again.
Oh, are they gonna set up let him?
Coming to the aid of Swerve Strickland, Will Ospreay, and the odds and now one more moment between these former friends as Hangman Page turns his attention on All In Texas, Saturday, July 12th, where he will challenge Jon Moxley for the AEW World Championship. And fans, we thank you for joining us for this historic broadcast tonight. AEW's debut in Mexico City.
That was a pretty awesome show. All right, well, if you're ready to do the thing.
Yep.
So best match, worst match, rating out of 5 bones. Go for it.
Best match. Oh, it's like it was all great, but like worst match, I will say I don't know, it felt like the women's match went like short, like insanely short, which doesn't make sense to me.
So that's your worst match?
So probably that's the worst match. The best match, I would probably say the 4-way or Briscoe and Okada.
You can only pick one.
Thinking. I would say Briscoe and Okada because I think it did kind of slow down a little in the middle of the 4-way a bit too much.
Mhm.
And yeah, Briscoe and Okada was just good, just very
Mhm.
good. So out of 5, I mean, I enjoyed it, so
Mhm.
I would probably say it like I enjoyed it, but it's like there wasn't much that came out of it. So
Mhm.
I would probably say like 4 out of 5 bones
Mhm.
uh
Okay.
for the whole show.
Mhm. No, I get that. So for me, the worst match was the women's match. Again, it wasn't terrible. Like it wasn't that the match quality was bad. They just didn't get enough time, and I hated the ending. So
Yeah,
there's it.
I'm
Uh,
disgusted with that.
I
There's
cannot believe Mercedes has another belt.
She was holding like 7,
Yeah.
like 7 or 8 at the end. It's
I
like
was talking to Asa last week. I was like, "Is she gonna get one of those carts like how the Bang Bang Gang had to like drag all their championships around in?"
I swear to God, this All In needs to start. Needs to be the beginning of the end.
Yes, yeah, I agree.
She can start cartwheeling
Mhm.
down to losing everything after All
Yeah.
In.
So yeah,
Starting from All In rather, because I want her to also lose at
yeah,
All.
yeah. So that's my worst match. My best match, I'm gonna go with the 4-way. It might have been because I was at a commercial break, but I did not see a lull in the middle of the match. Which I guess might be a benefit of having
Yeah, yeah,
commercials.
probably.
Um, and nothing against the Okada Briscoe match. That was awesome. But
Yeah,
to me, like nothing compares to Hologram. So he has my heart as a wrestler.
yeah.
Not in a romantic way, just in like a that dude's fucking awesome kind of way. So Wolf, do you have anything coming up this week? Oh wait, I forgot my bone
Uh,
rating. So I'm gonna give it 4.5 bones out of 5.
yep.
I'm giving a half bone deduction because, like Wolf said, there wasn't really any progression with any of the storylines. And again, we are 24 days away from
Yeah.
All In, and I feel like they didn't add a
Uh,
match, so we still only have 3 matches for that show.
yeah,
And
the
it's supposed
best
to be
we
good,
got
so
was
give
a
us some stuff.
few blows between Moxley and Hangman, and
Mhm.
that
Yeah.
was it. Um,
Yeah, and I mean, Tony did attack Mercedes.
yeah, but if like Omega came out during that
Yeah,
show, but I guess they want to continue selling the
the
how he
advantage of
looked.
doing
That
this. Yeah.
yeah, because he literally was coughing up all his organs.
Yeah, that was so overly dramatic.
Yeah, I mean, I loved it.
Yeah.
I mean, Omega is good at overselling, but
I liked it, but it just, like,
it
was
it
so
was it
obvious
was
that he,
a
like,
lot,
chomped on,
yes.
like, 4 blood capsules at a time.
Yeah, definitely.
That was a little bit too much for me, but,
Right.
yeah, so Wolf, do you have anything coming up this week?
Um, do I? I don't think so.
Okay.
I mean, I might be watching with Flex Zone crew on Friday SmackDown. Uh
Mhm.
Currently the reports are that on July 4th SmackDown will go back to 2 hours, thankfully,
Oh,
because
good, yeah.
that third hour, oh, I mean, there was like maybe a couple shows throughout this year that have been good. Uh
Mhm.
the third hour has been detrimental to show.
Okay.
It's truly awful, and
Mhm.
that is the result. What happens when you release all the people the third hour is for?
Yeah. Yeah,
Which
that's a good point.
no sense to me, but I digress.
Um, okay, so they can catch you on SmackDown
Yes,
on Leo's
and
channel, you said?
on Flex on podcast,
Flexdown Podcast, okay.
and I believe, yeah, nothing until like next week. I think next week is on Saturday will be Night of Champions, which is in Saudi Arabia, where the most likely main event will be John Cena and CM Punk, uh, for the possibly the last time ever. Uh,
Yeah.
I think I heard like originally it was supposed to be like Cena and Logan Paul, but Logan might
Mhm.
have gotten injured at Money in the Bank, so they decided, yeah, we're just gonna throw Punk because we're probably doing Cody and Cena at SummerSlam. So
Yeah.
I guess that works. And 24 days until the crazy weekend that is wrestling. We got NXT Great American Bash and All In on the same day, same time. And then later on in the day, we got Saturday night main event, which will right now is only Goldberg and Gunther, which really nice way to tell me not to watch the show, because I do not need to see Goldberg.
Okay, before you go into stuff about that's in July, let me post our schedule real quick. Is that okay? Okay. So this week, this is the No Bones schedule. Monday, Asa and Switch do Nitro watch-alongs. This past Monday, they did the October 18th, which was the first Russo Monday Nitro. So yeah, they're not just doing Nitro watch-alongs; they're doing Russo era Nitro watch-alongs. And so the next one is the following one.
Respectfully, I feel sorry for them.
Yeah, well, they love it because it's crazy. So tomorrow at 6:50, you can catch Asa and I. And possibly Switch. Wolf, as always, you're welcome. I know you're not super into the retro stuff, but you're always welcome.
Every Thursday I just don't have a way to watch them.
Oh, I got you. Oh, okay. Well, we'll see if we can figure something out for you. So every Thursday we do a retro watch along. This week it's WWF's King of the Ring 1994. And again, that we start at 6:50. You just pull it up on Peacock or wherever you might have it. We do a countdown to press play, so everyone's synced up, and then we watch the show together. And then Saturday night we have a AEW Collision watch along, starting at 7:55. Is that show going to be in Mexico also, Wolf? Do you know?
Which one?
The Collision.
I have no idea.
I didn't know. I thought maybe you had an idea. They've announced no matches for it, so I'm assuming that it's happening and that there will be matches.
Let me make sure. I could probably find it somewhere. Latest.
It's okay. We can always just find out on Saturday. We can be surprised with everyone else.
No, it will be back in the U.S.
Okay.
In
I
Kent,
thought that was the case. Else they would have
Kent, Washington, I believe.
Okay. Okay, cool.
I think that is Washington.
Guys, thank you all for joining us and sticking with us throughout this awesome Grand Slam Mexico watch along. The AEW show tonight was just fantastic. So I'm glad you all were here with us. We will see you tomorrow at 6:50 for the WWF 1994 King of the Ring watch along. Feel free to subscribe and like and turn on your notifications so that way anytime we go live with something like a retro watch along, it'll help remind you. And yeah, have a good night. As Asa says, take care of yourself, take care of each other, and don't forget to use your turn signals. Bye.